What is up, guys? This is Average Skill Monitor 77, and today we'll be doing a reveal/review of Roden's DH.9 World War I bomber plane in 1/48 scale. Now, this kit has taken me a lot longer than I was hoping. It is part of my World War I, Great War group build that's going on, and this is my second and final entry into it. So let's go ahead and start talking about the pros and cons of this kit. Now I'll start off with the pros because, well, there aren't a lot of them, so we'll just knock that out of the way right now. So the pros of this kit, the good things about this kit is, like the F2B that they also made, the interior is nice. It's simple. The assembly can be a little bit tedious sometimes, but it is a nice interior. It goes together fairly well. The only problem is, the only downside is that they don't have any locating pins or holes to fit the parts into while it dries, the glue dries. So you are going to have to hold the pieces until the glue sets completely, until you can let go of it. Which is a little bit irritating, but the finished product's, I think, worth it. Roden seems to be pretty good with interiors. Now, the thing Roden sucks at is when you try to attach the top wings to the bottom wings with these lame-ass supports right here. This assembly is god-awful, man. It's too weak. It's a weak-ass assembly. I don't know what they can do to fix it, but they have to figure something out, because that's really the major thing that makes me hate these kits. I use super glue to attach all these supports, because to me, extra thin is not strong enough at all. Super glue was almost not strong enough. I'm not lying. It barely, I barely got the things to stick together with super glue. Originally, I was gluing these supports straight to the top wing, and I was just using the supports, which was really weak. The top wing actually came off one time when I was just about to put the last few decals on, and then shoot the reveal video, and the top wing came off, as well as all the supports that I had, except maybe 3. So I had to redo all of that, and that took me about an hour to 2 hours to redo all that, which pissed me off. But I got it, and the way I got it was I glued the top wing not only to the supports right here, but also to this gray piece that sticks up there. And that made the assembly super strong now. It doesn't wobble, the wings don't wobble at all. And it's going to be fairly stable, so I'm not going to have any problems hanging this up, I'm pretty sure. So that is a way to solve the problem with this kit. Just glue the top wing to this gray piece right here, and you should be good to go. Now the engine is actually really nice. I think it looks really good sticking out of the fuselage right there, especially if you paint it up nice and put a nice wash on it. I didn't put a wash on it because I suck at washes. I don't know what my problem is, but I suck at them. But I did paint the top this steel color, and then the main part is gunmetal. And when it comes to gunmetal, I use Model Master gunmetal, but I also mix like 50% of steel into it, because I feel like the Model Master gunmetal just looks like a gloss black. I don't really see any metallic in there. So I just add extra steel to make it a little bit more metallic looking. The wheels were actually painted with this paint right here. It was like 50 cents from Walmart. This flat white apple barrel paint. And I really don't recommend it for this. I just used it because it didn't have any flat white. And I mean, you're going to see all the brush marks when you use this paint, but from a distance it looks good. I used it on these wheels right here. Right there. So, whatever. I'm not too worried about it. Another downside of this kit are the decals. Now, the decals weren't as bad in this kit, not because they're made better, they weren't. They still sucked. But this time I didn't use any Solvaset, I just used water and a Q-tip, so it wasn't as harsh on the decals, and they didn't chip as much. Except in this part right here, because they make these rudder decals too big. Like, it sticks out about this much, so you have to take your razor and scrape around it to really get it to conform to the surface, and sometimes you just take some chunks out of it. So that was unfortunate, but, whatever. I'll take it. Add some weathering, I guess. Yeah, so the decals were whatever. I mean, not too big of a deal, but, you know, don't use solve set or any decal setting solution on it. The main body color is XF51 Khaki Drab. I found this is the best color for World War I green for planes. And then instead of using the dark yellow XF60, I think I used XF49 Khaki for the undersides, and this is what it looks like. So I like the color. I think it looks nice. So, I think that's about it for this kit. The machine guns, one sec. The machine guns are really nice. Really, some nice detail on there. I do like the machine guns they give you. Yeah, so that's pretty much it right there. The machine guns are nice. The interior's nice. But the wing, the top wing to the bottom wing assembly is garbage. So, I really don't recommend this kit, to be honest. I don't really recommend any Roden kits as of now because both of them I had are garbage. So, you know, just don't get them. But, you know, it was interesting build. It was an interesting build. But now I'm going to get into my fun builds, which I've been dying to start. And my next build will be this Cyber Hobby Flame Panzer, as requested by Joe's Model Kits. I didn't really know what kit to build next, and Joe mentioned that he wanted to see it, so I was like, alright, I'll build that one next then. And I'm really excited about it, because it looks like a pretty simple kit, but really fun at the same time. And I really want to get a nice diorama going, because it does come with figures. So, stay tuned, because there's going to be some interesting videos to come. Bye.